Good Wednesday to you, everybody, in Gov 603. Bam! Welcome to pre-week. It's not even the beginning of class yet. So welcome to the class. Hey, get things going here with a little bit of coffee. I tend to start my videos, my classes. I tend to start most everything with a little bit of coffee. Oh, and happy Merry Christmas. I'd hike that new coffee mug courtesy of my wife. God bless her. How you doing, everybody? Did you have a good break? You get a little, get a chance to relax a little bit between fall and now. Well, we're almost ready to start. Class begins January the 9th. That is Monday. I wanted to welcome you and give you a couple of things that you can do in the pre-week. That's where we are now. All right. Number one, get over into Blackboard because the shell is up and it is open, and there are a lot of us here this semester. There's something like, what, 23, 24? No, wait, 25. people are enrolling literally as I'm speaking. Well, that is fantastic. Go over into the Blackboard module, get the syllabus, download the syllabus, print the syllabus, okay? And read through it carefully. And then take whatever it is you use for your calendar and keeping track of stuff and enter those major dates, like the midterm exam, like the final exam, like week 1, week 2, all the way through week 16, like modular week. You know, I'm one of those like to use the written calendar kind of thing. This is my new one for 2023. Man, that doesn't sound weird, 2023. Yeah. But, Google Calendar, your iPhone, your Android, whatever, get those dates in. I find where people in classes and region are concerned, the thing that trips them up the most is that they just missed something coming and now they're having to play catch up. All right. Don't let that be you. So first things first, read the syllabus. Secondly, let me say a little bit about the readings, that is the textbooks in the syllabus, because there's been a little bit of confusion. I hope to try to clear it up. Unfortunately, the books listed in the bookstore are not the ones that have been selected for this class. There was just a little confusion. The two books that you need to get, okay? This first one by Powner, okay? Empirical Research and Writing. It's actually a really good book. And then the second one here by Christopher Howard. I think you're going to like this book too. Thinking Like a Political Scientist. All right, those two books are required. There's a third book listed in the syllabus. It's the Johnson et al. Political Science Research Methods. Okay, I'm not going to require you to purchase this book because we're only going to use like 3-4 chapters. I think the thing is 15 chapters long. I would encourage you to buy it because it's a really good resource. But for the chapters that I would like you to read, I will upload them for you. In fact, I'm in the process now of getting chapters 1 and 2 into PDF form and then placed on Blackboard. I suspect I should have that completed probably by about this time tomorrow. That is January the 5th. Around 3-4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll send out an announcement. That's what I'm looking for. Through Blackboard, that's going to hit your email that will let you know if you want to get a jump on the readings and start, reading the material. Okay, so get the syllabus, download it, read it. Make sure that you have the text. And by the way, these two texts are available through Amazon. And I think it's the Powner text that's even available in Kindle. Okay, so cheap. So if you're watching your pennies, and who isn't, you could even rent it. All right. Now, for me, I love books. You can see from my office. In fact, the one shelf here that you see that's empty is for photographic equipment, which is in a bin that I just used for a job that I did. But besides that, these shelves you see behind me, these things go all the way to the ceiling, and they're like 10 feet up. And if I pan the camera that way, which I won't, because I'm pulling what's left of the shelving there off the wall to make new shelving, you would see it's all covered with shelving. Okay, so I would encourage you to go ahead and buy that. Go ahead and buy, if you're going on to do more research and work in political science and political science, especially quantitative research, you might want to have this book. This is a great resource, this book, okay? And this is the 8th edition. You can get it used. All right, so get the syllabus, print it out, make note of the important dates. Make sure that you get your textbooks squared away. For the first week's reading, I'll give you the 2 chapters. You don't have to have anything, okay? Third thing, come on over to Blackboard into the discussion section. You click on that little link over on the left where it says discussion board and introduce yourself. All right, I look forward to getting to know all of you and say hello to each other. Some of you may know each other already. Some people are going to be new to you. Let's start to sort of gel together as a class. Okay, so that's what you should be doing this week. Starting Monday, a couple of things that I will send you a video the beginning of next week that goes over this, but I'll tell you now, a couple of things to watch out for. Number one, in the first week of class, you're going to have a quiz. Don't worry, it's not a quiz that you can study for. So, because you don't have to. It's going to be a quiz over the syllabus. Now, you might be saying, why are you giving us a quiz if it's not something that we should study for or can study for? Because Regent University, like any university that has students that are eligible for and accept federal funds, is required to show that those people who are enrolled in classes are actually participating in those classes. Why would it be required to show that? Well, believe it or not, there are people who sign up for classes, especially in the online environment, take the student aid that they're eligible for, that credit load, and then boom, baby, drop the classes and keep the money. I know, horrible. So Regent University is required to fill out a series of forms at the beginning of the semester saying, this person's in the class and they're actually participating in the class, and we know that they're here and that they're registered. If you do not take the quiz, you got to take the quiz, because if you don't take the quiz and there's not a score that's registered, then the university, after the first week, you've got to do it in the first week, then the university will start the process of disenrolling you from the class. Yow. So you'll get one of those notices, and maybe you've never gotten one before. You'll get a notice that goes something like, we've noticed that you're not participating in Gov 603. Per regulation, blah, blah, blah. We have to start the disenrollment process. Please contact us with any questions. And you're like, questions? Wait, whoa, time out. So make sure, starting next week, Monday, that you take the quiz, okay? Also, week by week, we're going to have readings with discussion questions. Almost inevitably, most of all weeks, one of those questions will come from the video that I post that week, because I want you watching, participating in not only the discussion with one another, but what it is that I'm telling you about the material. I'm going to go over the readings each week. I'll bring in other examples. I'll bring in research projects that I think are going to be interesting to you, okay? So make sure that you take the quiz, have the readings done, answer the questions, watch the video, but that's next week. All right, for this class, some of you are political science majors. I taught this class last semester. Some people are just sort of passing through the School of Government. I had a student that was on his way to law school, and he was just finishing up a master's degree. Wherever you're at, I've designed this course to benefit you if you're going to go on and do political science, or research in poli-sci, or if you're just going to go on into the field of political science. One of the benefits that this course is designed to give you is to make you aware of what is good political science research and what is nonsense. Maybe only next to food science. That's an area in which research is much abused. The area of political science, especially quantitative research and political science, is used for all sorts of alternative motives rather than just showing what the numbers. And you see this all the time, the polls say, a certain percentage of this group says, the constituents want, we know this, it is certain that. Full stop, time out. By the time you finish this class, you're going to be able to know, you'll be able to, bam, spot good research from smoke and mirrors. You'll be able to tell the difference. You'll know the values that you want to look for within the stated research that'll give it away as something that has been done objectively and truthfully, and something that's been done for spin. So wherever you're at in terms of what you want to do in political science, I've set this course up to benefit you. Okay, so take a look at the syllabus. Come on over into Blackboard and introduce yourself. I'll post the reading material for week 1 tomorrow. So if you want to download the chapters and start reading early, that's perfectly okay. And we'll get ready for a great semester. All right, my office hours are listed on the syllabus, and I forget right off the top of my head. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 12 noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So anytime, during that time, you can call. If I don't pick up the phone, that means I'm on the phone with somebody else, or send me an email if that doesn't work for you, by way of making an appointment, and I'll work really hard to accommodate you. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the class. We're going to have a great semester. Looking forward to it, getting to know more about each and every one of you. And, since I'm trying to keep this video short, in maybe next week's video, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, my background as a quantitative researcher, and someone that spends a lot of time out in the field, out in the world, dealing with various political and governmental bodies and all the interesting, elements that go with that. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Welcome to the class. We'll see you on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.